So today we're going to be viewing each PLL. So from the AA perm to the Z perm. So yeah, this is going to be a long one. So be sure to check this video out when you need it. Alright, so starting off with the A perm. As always, you should hold green front, yellow top, because that's how the PLL people do it. So X means to rotate until green is on top. R prime, U, R prime, D2, R, U prime, R prime, D2, R2, X. Then you should end up on the green side. The orange color, and then on the left side, which is the red side, you should have orange. So keep doing it until you get this diagram over here. Alright. Now keep doing it. Now you see, practice makes perfect. You should get it. Now, you sometimes could mess up, but it's okay. You could retrace your steps, or try to solve the cube again, because you might mess up sometimes, and don't be angry. You will get it with practice. So yeah. Okay. So now you should practice it a few times until you get it. You should study all of it until you memorize the algorithms. Okay. So now that you're done with the AA perm, now you're going to the AB perm. Also, if you're wondering which site I'm using to see all of these algs, I'm using SpeedCubeDB. So for AB perm, it's the opposite of AA perm. So X, R2, D2, R, U, R prime, D2, R, U prime, R, X prime. Also, if you're wondering what X prime means, you should rotate back up to the starting face. In this case, for me, which was green. So yeah, onto the E perm. This one's so tricky, but I bet you can still get it. So hold. Yep. 1 second. Be back. Alright. Now let's go back to the E perm. You could just ignore the X. You could ignore the Y. And then for this algorithm, just do the X prime one. And then the one that ends with the X. Just ignore the Y because who even does those moves anyway? Alright, so yeah, this is a very tricky one. Okay, so X prime means to rotate until yellow faces front to you. Alright. So, one thing about this PLL is that the D moves, you should not get fooled by it. Because if you're doing D, you should do the move clockwise. So what I mean is that you should do it counterclockwise, because if you do it clockwise in the clock's direction, then you could mess up the whole cube and you have to try to solve it again. So D move goes like D prime, and then D prime goes like the standard D move. So that's one thing to remember, guys. So X prime, R, U prime, R prime, D, R, U, R prime, D prime, R, U, R prime, D, R, U prime, R prime, D. And then X prime means to rotate back to the green face. Now practice this a few times. I'll be waiting. Okay. So now that you've practiced it, another cool algorithm for the E perm is R2, U, F prime, R prime, U, R, U prime, R prime, U, R, U prime, R prime, U, R, U prime, F, U, R2. Now the algorithm I just said is normal, nothing else. So yeah, do it as said. R2, U, F prime, R prime, U, R, U prime, R prime, U, R, U prime, R prime, U, R, U prime, F, U, R2. So yeah, pretty cool algorithm. Okay. So now, alright, so now do the algorithm again, because to get the cube back in its solid state, you have to do 2 E-perms to get it into its normal solid state. R prime, U, R, U prime, R prime, U, R, U prime, R prime, U, R, U prime, F, U, R2. Alright, so now the F perm, one of the trickiest, so you should listen carefully. So mainly I use the second algorithm shown, which is R prime, U, R, U prime, R2, F prime, U, F, U, R, F, R prime, F prime, R2. Okay. Do it slowly so you don't mess up if you're a beginner learning the default method, because this is so tricky that you might even mess up. Alright. Okay. So now do it again. Whoop. Sorry. Accidentally messed up. So there's an AOF at the end, which is adjust upper face. So at the end of the algorithm, do a U prime for the AOF. Alright, now the GA perm. Ooh. Same thing as I told you with the D moves and the E perm. Always listen to my instructions, or else you might mess up the GA perm and have to restart the cube all over. Okay. So I mainly use the second algorithm. So R2, U wide, which is doing 2 layers at the same time with the U move. So R2, U wide, R prime, so R2, U wide, R prime, U, R prime, U prime, R, U wide prime, R2, F prime, U, F. So yeah, practice, and then when you're ready to unpause the video, then please go practice. Now for the GB perm. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the one with the D moves because that's the most reasonable one for this permutation. Okay, so it's R prime, U prime, R, U, D prime, R2, U, R prime, U, R, U prime, R, U prime, R2, D, D. Okay, so do it another time, and again until it becomes into the solved state. So, once you finish the second GB perm, you might get a Z perm case. So yeah, we'll ignore that, and I'll show you what the Z perm is later in the video. Okay, so now do it again because there might be 4 GB perm algorithms to get the solved state. Okay, yeah, there's 4 of the same algorithms you have to do for the GB perm to solve the whole cube. Now the GC perm. The G perms are a little tricky, but I know we could do this. So, I think the most reasonable algorithm for the GC perm is the top one above, which is R2, U prime, R, U, R, U, R prime, U, R2, D prime, U, R, U prime, R prime, D. Okay. Alright, again. Yep, there's 4 of the same GC perm algorithms. So then you'll be back to the solved state. Okay. Yep. Alright. Now for the GD perm, which is R, U, R prime, D, R2, U prime, R, U prime, R prime, U, R prime, U, R2. And then a D prime. Okay. Alright. Oh no, you messed up. Well, oh no, I messed up. Here's what you shouldn't do. Here's what you should do. You should pause the video and then solve the cube back in its original state. Be back in a minute. Alright, now back to the GD perm. Well, we're done anyway, so let's go to the H perm, one of my favorites. Okay, so you can use any of these algorithms. It's your preference on which algorithm you want to use, because it's my video, but it's your choice to pick which H-perm algorithm you want. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 algorithms here. So you can use the standard, these 4, and then the setup. Hold on. M2 prime, U prime, M2 prime, U2 prime, M2 prime, U prime, M2 prime. So yeah, it's pretty easy. Now the JA perm, one of the X move PLLs. So do a Y2, which means to rotate the whole cube 2 times in the U direction. Okay. And then X means to rotate upwards, rotate downwards until the Y2 face. In this case, I started from green front, yellow top. Now I got blue front, yellow top. So now hold the blue face up. R2, F, R, F prime, R, U2, wide R prime, U, wide R, U2, X. And then rotate back up to the blue face. Okay. Now do the same thing over and over again until you get back to the solved state. Okay. Now let's do it one more time until it gets solved. R2, F, R, F prime, R, U2, R, wide R prime, U, wide R, U, U2, X prime. Okay. So now let's do the JB perm, one of my favorites. Okay. Okay. A bit of a problem here. I messed up. So a bit of a wait here, please. Okay. Back to the video. So R, U, R prime, F prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R2, U prime, R. Now a bit faster. Now I messed up because I was going too fast with my algorithm. Here's a tip to not mess up. Always focus during solving, or else you might mess up. A bit of a wait here again. Why did I mess up? 1 minute. Okay, now back to the video. Okay, so now you should practice the algorithm. I'll wait here a few seconds. Okay, so now to the N perm, or NA actually. Do R, U, R prime, U, R, U, R prime, F, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R2, U prime, R prime, U2, R, U prime, R. Now I should get the case. And now do it again to solve the cube. So yeah. Alright. Now for the NB perm. One of the weirdest for me. I used the standard algorithm, which is up here. So R prime, U, R, U prime, R prime, F prime, U prime, F, R, U, R prime, F, R prime, F prime, R, U prime, R. Okay, now again. Alright, now for the RA perm, which is the case that I sometimes get mostly. So for the first one, ignore the Y move. We're just focusing on the normal moves. So R, U prime, R prime, U, R, U, R, D, R prime, U, R, D prime, R prime, U2, R prime. So yeah. So yeah. So yeah. Alright. Practice. Alright, another algorithm could be R, U, R prime, F prime, R, U2, R prime, U2, R prime, F, R, U, R, U2, R prime. Alright. So yeah, now for the RB perm. Another one of the weirdest, probably. So now let's do it. R prime, U2, R, U2, R prime, F, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R2. So yeah, once again, it's a little hard to keep control of my algorithms because of my speed. So once again, I need to get some time to do my OL, ALGs, and PLL so that I can get back to the algorithms. This is getting annoying with the fixing my cube. Alright, now for the T-perm. This is actually the best. No, actually. Yep. So do R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R2, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, F. A bit faster now. That was very fast, wasn't it? One of the fastest other ones are the A perm. The M2, U, M, U2, M prime, U, M2. So, yeah, you could also do that. So, the UB perm, another one of the nicest is M2, U prime, M, U2, M prime, U prime, M2. So, yeah, that was cool. So, I guess, no, this is one of the worst PLLs. No, I'm serious. Just watch me mess up. Or will I mess up? Oh, God. No, bro. See, guys, I just knew it. One of the worst ever PLLs. One of the worst. Actually, one of the worst you can find. So, yeah, I'm not even going to include that in the video. So, yeah, one of the worst PLLs. So, guys, I cannot believe this PLL. Alright, let's zoom this. Ooh, effort. Nah, I'm gonna skip that. The nicest, the PLL that I just got. So first it's F, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, F prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R, F. The R prime, F, R, F is known as the sledge algorithm. Now for the last 21st PLL. M2, U, M2, U, M prime, U2, M2, U2, M2, M prime. Now do a U2 to get the same pattern. Yeah. So that's it, guys, for the PLL video. I hope you guys learned a lot of the PLLs. Bye.